What's up everybody, Unrested here, and I am back with another Jfaq, and this one's a pretty interesting question. A bit of an unusual one, and definitely something I've never covered before, and that's why I want to make it such a hot topic and something that I really want to discuss and talk about in a video, because for me, exploring new Jfaqs, ones that are completely untouched, is one of the most exciting things. And this one concerns dreams. And you're probably thinking, well, dreams, how do dreams have anything to do with Japan? And I don't mean in the sense of the dream of coming to Japan, which maybe you do have, maybe you don't have, maybe you just want to visit, maybe you want to move here, maybe you have some sort of other goal connected with Japan. I'm talking about dreams of dreaming in Japanese, of speaking Japanese in your dreams, or speaking another language in a dream. People have asked me before, when you sleep, after you've studied Japanese and can speak Japanese, do you start to dream in Japanese? And I thought, wow, that's a really good question, because that is a weird experience that I have had. I wonder if it's true for other languages. I do know it's true for the reverse, that Japanese people who study English have told me about how they dream in English. And it's a little bit strange though, because here's the thing. When you dream in Japanese, and people in your dream are either Japanese people or people speaking Japanese to you, they will speak Japanese that you know. And it's really funny because they'll only use words that you know, mostly I guess because your brain is making the dream, so how would it suddenly create words you don't even know? Of course, I have no background or history of any kind of dreamology. I don't know what you would even call the study of dreams. But the fact is, when you do dream and you do suddenly find yourself dreaming in another language, everybody who talks to you, you understand them really well, and you think, oh my god, I'm so fluent, I can speak Japanese so good and I can understand every word and it's so crisp. The people speaking to you are speaking in Japanese and speaking slowly enough that you understand them, and speaking in sentences that you totally understand, and even if you mispronounce stuff, they're probably mispronouncing it to you. It's kind of funny, even if they're Japanese people within your dream. So yes, if you start to study Japanese quite a bit, if you reach a point where you're actually speaking on a daily basis, which of course I have no choice at this point, I have to speak it if I want to just like buy something from a store, you will start to dream in a second language, and it is very weird. And it is something I would like to ask you, the viewer, if you can speak another language. Do you ever dream in that second language? And if you know multiple languages, if you know like 3 or 4 languages, which some of my European friends easily do, us Americans are the only ones who seem to think it's impossible to fit more than one language into our heads. What language do you dream in? If you know so many, like say someone from Switzerland, from what I've heard, people from Switzerland have to learn many languages because they've got so many countries on every side of them. To be able to communicate with those countries, they have to be able to speak all the different languages. So what do they dream in? I guess they would still dream mostly in their native, but do they tend to dream in those other ones quite a bit too? Anyway, that's just a quick Jfaq for today. If you study Japanese, do you dream in Japanese? Yes, you will. You will still mostly dream in English. I will say probably about 80% of your dreams are still going to be English. Unless maybe you live a highly Japanese-doused, saturated day with non-stop Japanese. I teach a little bit of English, so I get English still on a daily basis, and it's one of the reasons I make these videos, honestly. It lets me continue to practice my native language. That sounds kind of goofy, like you won't ever lose your native language. That's impossible. But you will start to lose a high level of vocabulary. Your grammar will start to fall apart. I can definitely be proof of that with some of the stuff I've said in the past. You know, making videos, I highly recommend it if you come to Japan, if for no other reason to have communication in English that uses your highest level of verbiage, and just to communicate with people back home. Anyway guys, Japanese dreams, Jfaq for today. I am Unrested. If you like what you saw here, please like, comment, and subscribe.